Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Firstly, let me introduce myself. My name is Rolita Hanifa. NPM 1911040020 and 0. I'm from 5H, and this video I will fulfill my assignment in ESP course and material development. Lecturer Miss Farunisa MPD, and this material presentation today about ESP for nursing student based on need analysis. Today, I would like to explain about ESP for nursing student based on need analysis. In table of content, we can see, firstly, I would like to explain about the need analysis article, data collection technique. There are participant, instrument, stakeholder, and the third is need analysis based on law 2009. There are target need, learning need, and the fourth is sample of questionnaire distribution and result of questionnaire need analysis and development of syllabus. Okay, firstly, about need analysis and article. In this article, the title of article analysis designing ESP material for nursing student based on need analysis. The author is Erikson Saragih from School of Teaching and Education, University of Prima Indonesia, and this article was published on August 10, 2014. Next is method of research. This article used both qualitative and quantitative method. The data collected from need analysis now combined to design new material and expect evaluation serve to improve it. Next is data collective. Data collective technique. There are participant, instrument, and stakeholder. In participant, in this journal, there are 50 nursing students, 42 female and 8 male, average aging 19 until 25 at 5 nursing college in Indonesia. An instrument in this journal, he used questionnaire and close-ended question and interview with sharing session. And stakeholder, there are 5 ESP lecture of different institutions and 2 professional nursing working in abroad were interviewed. Okay, next is need analysis based on LOE 2009. In need analysis, there are target needs and learning need. And in target need, there are aspect, necessary, lack, and want. We can analyze in target situation analysis, kebutuhannya, lack, deficiency analysis, between present situation and target situation analysis, we can analyze our classification with strength and weakness. And there are wants is we can analyze subjective analysis, atau keinginan apa partisipan itu ingin dipelajari. Learning need, there are aspect learning activity, strategi analysis atau and pedagogic analysis, teaching method, and media. We can analyze mean analysis. Next is sample of questionnaire distribution. There are 7 questions in instrument questionnaire. And in analysis, there are target need and learning need. In aspect necessary, based on question in number 1 and 3, lack, question number 2, wants, question number 4, 5, and 7, and teaching method and media in interviewed. Okay, next slide. Sample of questionnaire. You can see on the PPT Questionnaire number 1 is personal information and English ability. And there is age, studied English previously, make an effort to improve English, frequency of practicing English outside school. So there is choose, ada pilihannya, ada yes, no. Di sini instrument questionnaire menggunakan close-ended question. Di sini kita bisa melihat dari frekuensinya. Saya telah menandai dengan warna merah angka yang lebih mendominasi. Age, yaitu ada 20 until 23, frekuensinya lebih banyak di 23. Jadi rata-rata umur dari partisipan tadi adalah umurnya 20-23 tahun. Studied English previously, in frequency there is 45 participants who studied English previously and make effort to improve English. In frequency there is 30 choose yes, and frequency of practicing English outside school, frequency in mendominasi in 28, not at all. Okay, next is question number 2, student strength and weakness in English ability. Ini termasuk ke lack in deficiency analysis. Okay, we can see on the table, mendominasi di weak, dan yang paling banyak yang dipilih oleh partisipan adalah speaking and listening. Jadi di sini kelemahan mereka ada di speaking dan listening. Okay, next PPT. Question number 3, language skill that nurse need in job. Ini termasuk ke necessary analysis, target situation analysis. There are skills speaking, listening, reading, and writing. You can see on the table there are choosing very not interesting, very interesting, and very interesting. And this data we can see yang mendominasi di sini adalah yang paling besar speaking 70% and listening 50%. You can see di angka warna merah. Okay, next is question number 4, the situation where nursing students use English more. You can see on the PPT, especially on the table, para mahasiswa perawat itu lebih banyak menggunakan bahasa Inggrisnya itu ketika di situasi kita lihat di personnya. Yang paling mendominasi adalah explaining drug interaction 35 in frequency and in person 70%, and telephone calls 35 and in person 70%, and giving advice frequency 40 participants choose giving at 5% in 80. This session where nursing student use English more, ini termasuk ke want. Apa yang ingin partisipan pelajari di subjective analysis. Okay, next question. Next question is number 5, cultural topic to share with patient. You can see on the table on my PPT, I was color red mendominasi. There is topic family, lifestyle, food, clothing, geography, job, culture, habits, and others. And frequency and person mendominasi 80%, 70%, and 9% in topic family, geography, and job. Cultural topic to share with passion ini termasuk ke wants in target need and subjective analysis. Okay, next slide is question number 6. Activities for learning English. Okay, in activities, we can see on the PPT, there is pair work, whole class, group work, out of class work, individual suggestion. Oke, di sini yang lebih mendominasi jumlahnya dan juga persentasenya adalah di group work atau kerja kelompok berkelompok, di mana ada 33 siswa yang memilih ini dan presentasinya adalah 66. Tapi tidak menutup kemungkinan kita juga ada pair work atau kerja berpasangan atau juga whole class. Okay, the last question, number 7. Nurse what to most to learn. Apa yang murid dari perawat ini, apa yang mahasiswa perawat ini ingin lebih dipelajari atau ingin lebih dikuasai. You can see on the PPT, there are topics: nurse duties, medical ethics, medicine, diseases, medical treatment, patient care, vitamins, nutritious food, and others. You can see in frequency and percent. Yang mendominasi adalah baik itu frequency and percent. There is medicine, medical treatment, and patient care. Nurse what to most to learn ini termasuk ke subjective analysis atau termasuk di target need in want. Apa yang ingin mereka lebih kuasai. Okay. Next. And then there is sample of interview of stakeholder. In the research, with 2 professional Indonesian nurses working abroad, English-speaking country, we can see their report patients are from ASEAN, New Zealand, and Australian, and the most conversation with general nursing care, record registration, giving advice, medical procedure, drug interaction, and sharing session. They said they lack in confident vocabulary, pronunciation, relating sentence construction, making question, give explanation such as appointment and time expression. And in result, outline interviewed with 5 ESP lecturer in different institution. In majority, lecturers said they didn't have curriculum for teaching ESP for nursing, objective ESP interaction, medical. They find out in internet, and there is one lecturer in ESP. He wrote ESP for nurse, but only distribute for their student only. And then the 5 ESP lecturer, they agree there must be a special ESP training to improve English skill in teaching ESP for nurse. And 3 lecturers said they use 80% to allocate time to teach general speaking skill and 20% in nursing English. And then there is 2 lecturers that say they use 50-50 to teach general English and nursing English. Result of questionnaire need analysis. In ESP for nursing student based on need analysis, you can see on the PPT. In target needs, there are aspects necessary. They want improve speaking English in job. There are they lack in listening and speaking, but in syllabus I choose speaking skill level developer in participant basic. And in target needs aspect 1, they want to learn about topic about job, family, and geography, patient care, medicine, medical treatment, giving advice, explain drug interaction, and telephone call. In learning need, in aspect learning activity, they want to group work and teaching method. There are genre-based method, grammar teaching method, audiolingual method, and direct method. And media, there are textbook, speaking, and etc. The last is development of syllabus. According questionnaire enquete, we can conclude on the table ESP for nurse student and 5 colleague. We can development our syllabus and class ESP and speaking for nursing student based on need analysis and level di basic karena berdasarkan hasil dari angket kita, berdasarkan hasil dari analisis kita. Jadi kita tentukan ESP and speaking for nursing student dan level mereka ada di basic, dan saya memilih di C2 atau understanding and Bloom taxonomy atau di Bloom taxonomy di kognitifnya. Okay. In this PPT, this my syllabus, development syllabus, and meeting pertemuan ke-1 objektifnya adalah diberikan percakapan antara pasien dan perawat. Diharapkan para siswa mampu mengingat dan memahami percakapan tersebut dalam kehidupan sehari-hari dengan baik dan benar tanpa ada kesalahan dalam pelafalan atau pronunciation. Indikator, siswa mampu menyebutkan atau recall, menyebutkan kembali istilah kosakata yang telah mereka dengarkan dengan jelas dan benar. Dan juga selanjutnya, siswa mampu menguraikan kembali atau paraphrase inti dari percakapan tersebut dengan bahasanya sendiri berdasarkan percakapan yang ada di audio tersebut. Material listening, siswa dapat mendengarkan percakapan antara pasien dan perawat dari audio yang telah disediakan oleh tutor atau pelatihnya. Writing, siswa dapat menulis percakapan semampu mereka dari audio tersebut ke dalam buku atau kertas mereka. And speaking, siswa dapat melakukan percakapan di depan kelas bersama pasangannya atau kelompok yang telah dibentuk sebelumnya. And media, use speaker, projector, laptop, or multiple media. And method, I use audiolingual method and direct method. Okay, in activities in classroom, in opening class, memberi salam, absen masuk, menanyakan kabar dan perkenalan. Di main activities, pelatih memberikan rangkuman kosakata penting yang ada dalam percakapan atau di dalam textbook, dan pelatih memberikan audio percakapan sederhana kepada muridnya. Dan selanjutnya, pelatih melafalkan kosakata yang ada di audio dan murid diminta mengulanginya. Repeat after me. And kelas adalah berdoa dan mengucapkan terima kasih dan sampai jumpa. Untuk assessment, saya memilih oral presentation, monolog in speaking testing, dan untuk penilaiannya saya menggunakan holistic scoring in speaking. Ada appropriateness, fluence, grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. Tapi berhubung objektif saya ini adalah siswa mampu mengingat dan memahami percakapan tersebut dalam kehidupan sehari-hari dengan baik dan benar tanpa ada kesalahan dalam pelafalan atau pronunciation. Jadi scoring and speakingnya itu saya hanya memilih pronunciation-nya saja. Dan learning source-nya saya ambil di textbook dan buku-buku dan juga bersumber dari internet. Untuk time-nya itu 3 kali 45 menit. 3 kali pertemuan dalam seminggu dan lama waktunya adalah 45 menit. Okay, I think that's all for my presentation. I say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.